Hey guys, welcome to this No BS review, and in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at Netflix Cash Loophole. This is a product by Glynn Kosky, and it's available on WarriorPlus. I'm going to take you guys inside the members area. We're going to go through what this Netflix Cash Loophole is all about, and then I'm going to give you my personal opinion about it. So if you're ready, let's dive right in. All right, guys, so what is Netflix Cash Loophole all about? Well, according to the sales page, the world's first AI system that pays them recurring monthly commissions. Exposed. This weird secret website pays them $149 over and over for sharing 5-second videos online. Netflix billion-dollar system pays them every month. Now it's paying this vendor as well. So guys, we're going to go inside a Netflix Cash Loophole. I'm going to show you what this system is all about. And then you tell me, is what they say on the sales page what you get inside of the product? So let's go inside and I'll show you around. All right, guys, we're now inside the members area of my Netflix Cash Loophole account. As usual, I've purchased the front-end version of this product to review for you guys so you can make the best purchasing decision for yourselves. Now, that being said, should you decide to purchase this product even after you've watched my review, please make sure you watch their training videos. It's all about training, guys. All about training. And if you need any help at all, open up a support desk email and hopefully they'll get you squared away. So before we jump into what this training is all about and whether or not what they say on the sales page is what you get inside of the product, this is my educational portion of my video. And unlike other people out there who are basically just going to skim through the product or, they're going to give their opinions about it. Most of the time, the people that make videos about these products are trying to promote the product. Rarely are you going to find people like me who actually, purchase the product. I actually go through the product and I give you my honest opinion. Again, this is a review video, so it's my honest opinion. But I also like to weave in some education because I believe that knowledge is power. I want you to be equipped with knowledge. And so I want to provide that extra value to you guys, okay? So what I'd like to do in this educational portion of my video, and for those of you guys who follow me on YouTube, you guys know what I'm going to do already. So feel free to skip ahead if you want. If you are new, if you are the type of person that feels that you can make, all this money buying a $17 product, then you need to watch this portion, okay? It's going to be an eye-opener. So what I like to do is I like to take all the sales page copy and copy it. All right. So we're going to go, I have a Mac, so we're going to go Command All, right? Or you can use Control All if you're on a PC. Okay. Or you can just, grab this and just copy it all the way down to the bottom. And the reason why I do this is because there's a lot of sales page copy. And I know you guys don't read this. Okay. I know because I used to be just like you. All right. I used to be just like you. And so I know you don't read this stuff, and a lot of the vendors are counting on you not reading this stuff, okay? They just want you to read this stuff right here, all right? Because when you scroll down here, your eyes get all glazed over, you start getting dizzy, right? You pass out and you wake up, and next thing you know, you purchase the whole funnel, right? But anyway, so what I want to do is I copy it, and then I take it to my favorite tool, ChatGPT, and I ask it this prompt right here, that you can pause the video, copy for yourself, and use any time you want to purchase any WarriorPlus product, okay? Because there's a difference between marketing and manipulation. There's a lot of manipulation going on WarriorPlus. At least that's my experience. And so I want ChatGPT to go through that sales page copy and based off of the information that it's gathered to train its data points, right? To train ChatGPT, I want to see what they have to say. So I ask it this question: does this sound too good to be true? Why or why not? The following is sales page copy from a training product called Netflix Cash Loophole by Glynn Kosky that is being sold on WarriorPlus. And then I proceed to paste all that copy in here. What do you think ChatGPT is going to say? So while you're thinking about that, let me scroll through this. So you're going to get a lot of time to think about it because there's a lot of sales page copy. You can see me scrolling through all of this. It's incredible, right? How much copy they put together for a $17 product. So let's go down. Let's see what it has to say. And ChatGPT says, yes, the Netflix cash loophole sales page absolutely sounds too good to be true, and here's why. So again, ChatGPT is going through the sales page copy. It is not going through the product itself. I'm going to go through the product, and we're going to talk about the product. We're going to talk about this strategy that they are pitching to you guys, okay? Unrealistic claims. Number one, $149 recurring commissions for simply sharing 5-second videos with no traffic, no product creation, no audience, no costs. That's definitely unrealistic because you need traffic. You need traffic. Without traffic, you don't get leads. Without leads, you don't get sales. Okay? So this right here, to me, unrealistic. Gotta have traffic. Claims like get paid $745 from sharing 5 videos are highly exaggerated and completely unverifiable. Tap into 2 billion extra buyers? That's not how internet marketing or buyer behavior works. Next, hype overload and fake urgency. Well, we're on WarriorPlus, so what do you expect, right? The page is drenched in urgency. Countdown timers, I like this word, by the way, drenched in urgency. Countdown timers, limited spots, fake scarcity, seen multiple times, and FOMO-laced statements. FOMO means fear of missing out. Statements like, this offer will expire without warning. Classic pressure tactics. Also, it's filled with manipulative emotional appeals preying on people who are struggling and desperate. Yes, well, that's the unfortunate part of WarriorPlus. I can't tell you how many times I get comments on my videos, or I get emails from people saying that, they paid a lot of money. They invested a lot of money in these products, believing that they would, achieve the levels of success that these guys claim they are. And, a lot of people who are struggling are the ones that, typically buy this stuff, right? If for us here living in the Western world, right, $17 is not a big deal, right? You buy the whole funnel, yeah, that's a big deal because it could cost you close to $1,000, if not more. But sometimes if you buy the $17, you shake it off, right? Like that's a poor experience. I'm never going to do that again, right? But for someone who's living in a poor country, right, who scrape and save money, and they hope that this is going to be the be all end all, and they're going to pull their family out of poverty, that breaks my heart. It really does. And that's part of the reason why I make these videos, because I need to convince you guys that when you come to WarriorPlus, what you see is not necessarily what you get, okay? And unfortunately, people are so clouded when they come to the platform that they don't even bother doing the research, okay? And I'm going to give you multiple ways for you guys to take a look at, what the platform is all about and see for yourself, right? All right, so moving along. Vague mechanism plus buzzwords, no clear explanation of what the secret website is, how you actually get paid, or what affiliate programs are involved. So I'm gonna talk about the secret website. Okay, we'll talk about it. It's not a secret, guys. When you see it, it's not a secret. There's a lot of marketing and manipulation going on, and you have to be able to determine what is marketing and what is manipulation. Okay, there's a lot of manipulation going on WarriorPlus. That is my opinion, having purchased a lot of these products in the past. Okay, and now it's my goal to help you guys, okay, to help you to wake up. It throws around words like AI, loophole, autopilot, secret underground site, which are clickbait terms used in low quality marketing. Too many bonuses, too little value. This is the typical one, right? $16,240 plus in value for $16.97. Come on. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know you're in trouble when the bonuses are worth, way more than the actual product. Why not just sell the bonuses, right? Anyway, when you see a product promising 10x results, $997 per day, commercial licenses, and a $500 cashback guarantee, it's a massive red flag. Absolutely. By the way, good luck getting that $500 cashback guarantee, okay? I'm just giving you a heads up. No real business gives away that much for so little unless the true product is worthless. That's right. So, guys, again, this is the sales page copy. If you got to hype it up a lot and you got to just promise the moon, then what do you think, right? Is it disguising the fact that it's not as good as it seems? So think critically, please. Next, no proof or legitimacy. No real names or verifiable success stories, just generic testimonials. Warrior Plus is a marketplace known for low-quality, hyped-up products. The income screenshots are often fabricated or repurposed. Yeah, a lot of the screenshots, you can actually create your own. And it's not as hard as you think it is, okay? So let's keep moving on here. Misuse of legal language. They claim it's 100% legal and that Netflix can't stop you. But this is not a real Netflix product. They're just name dropping for trust. Obviously, right? When you hear the name Netflix, you're like, ooh, Netflix, right? And instantly you get that trust, right? It heavily leans on the idea that you're exploiting a loophole, which implies shady or non-sustainable practices. It just makes it exciting. Exploiting, loophole, hack, right? All this kind of stuff. It gives it that sexiness that gets you guys all excited, right? That's what it's all designed to do. The sales page copy is designed specifically to get you to buy. That is it. Once it got you guys in the funnel, man, it's over, right? Now you got to go through upsells and downsells, and that's how it is. And once they get your email address, your email gets shared around all over the place, even without your consent. I see it all the time because I get emails from people that I don't even know. So anyway, just a little side note there. I'm sharing my personal experiences with you guys in hopes that you see what you are about ready to get into. The final verdict. Yes, it sounds way too good to be true because it probably is. This is a textbook get-rich-quick scheme. Textbook. Designed to lure beginners with shiny promises, emotional manipulation, and false hope. If you're serious about making money online, avoid gimmicks like this and invest in real skills, ethical affiliate marketing, or content creation that brings genuine value. I got one other resource that I got here for you guys that I want you to check out. Bookmark this page. In fact, I have a link to it in the description. Come to it yourself, bookmark the page, okay? Because if you're not going to listen to me, if you're not going to listen to ChatGPT, then listen to everybody else who has come to Warrior Plus and had experiences, and they're sharing it with you. And so I like to come here and read through these to amplify their message. Because if they come here to write a review, they deserve it. They're doing it because they want to give feedback to the marketplace, Warrior Plus, but also they are trying to warn you guys. Okay? So let's take a look at this. Now, Warrior Plus, this is the Trustpilot review page for Warrior Plus. They are rated at 1.2 out of 5 stars. So obviously that is not good, right? That is just, that's terrible, right? In the realm of reviews, okay? And you can see that, people have left reviews. In fact, there are 3 of them that just happened recently, okay? Up until my last video, this was the latest guy right here, Dirk. But now I see 3 of them. We're going to go through all 3 of them, okay? And if you want to skip over this part, do it at your own risk, okay? Because I'm trying to help you, all right? So let's go and take a look at these reviews. So we'll take a look at all of them right here. You can click on all reviews, and then you can see and filter these. This is by the most recent ones, okay? And I'm going to zoom in. This was done about 5 hours ago. And this is by Juan Batista in the US. And he gave it 1 star. I'm sure if he could give it 0 stars, he would. And so, of course, this is, a family show, and I don't want to be swearing in front of the kids. I'm just going to, I'm going to abbreviate some of these words, okay? He goes, I bought $280 plus of their BS scam, okay? AI, it's a cheap and basic imitation that uses the actual API key of a ChatGPT account, meaning you would have to create one with ChatGPT, get the BS key, and use it. They don't tell you that it doesn't generate images. It's worthless. I won't get my money back, but I've learned a lesson. I wish I read the reviews first. It would have saved my butt. Okay? And so, guys, what can I say, right? If this doesn't convince you. So, a lot of the AI products, they do use the ChatGPT API. When you watch my videos and they have the chatbots incorporated in there, and I just tell you guys, why don't you just sign up for a free account and just use ChatGPT? Why do you got to come in here and buy the product, right? But anyway, he says he learned a lesson. And Juan, I hope you do. I hope you've learned a lesson. Because I've heard so many people in the past say that they've learned a lesson, but they go back and they're there and they buy more and more products. And if you have a lot of disposable income, then that, and that's your money, your choice, your business, your choice, then that's fine. But I'm worried about people who, $17 or $280. That's a lot of money here in the US. $280, in Vietnam or the Philippines, that's a lot of money, guys. That's a lot of money. And it worries me that people, come here thinking they're going to make, all this money. So they pour a lot of money into it. So I hope you learned your lesson, Juan. You wish you read the reviews first. Don't read any reviews. Go on to YouTube, find videos, look for mine if you want. I'm probably the only person that does this kind of video review, by the way. Okay. The rest of them, are going to be promoting the product. They are going to skim through the product itself, and they're going to spend most of their time on their bonuses because they use a tactic called bonus stacking. They're going to give you all this bonuses. They're going to give you inflated prices on the bonuses. And this is to give you the illusion that they're giving you more value when in fact they're not. Okay. I used to, bonus shop. When someone would promote a product to me, I would look for all the different affiliates online that were promoting it. And the one that gave me the most bonuses was the one I bought products from. Can you believe that? That's crazy, right? So anyway, I know you guys do that. So that's why I'm calling that out. But the next one, let's go to the next one. And by the way, WarriorPlus has not responded to this one. They respond to other ones, and I'll show you what they've done. Okay, the next one is by Kunal Shah in, I believe that's Great Britain. And he says, I looked at their advertisement about Google Payday on Instagram as I received some emails after showing interest. I thought that it would be high-ticket automated affiliate marketing. However, when I paid $17 and purchased their course, they have some basic lessons, and for automated service, you will need to spend more and more from your pocket. I asked for a refund on their support email. The support team looked very vague, and it has been over 24 hours with back and forth emails with them asking for a refund. I said that could I get the refund as I didn't want to use your program or happy with it, and it has not been a 1 day, so it's within 14 days, and they promised to refund money on 180 days. So what's happening here is he's getting ghosted or strung along, and this is a typical occurrence and it's happened to me. So I will email, and mine is not for refunds. Mine is for like, hey, I didn't get my login credentials or whatever. But I see people get responded to the first email. Sometimes what they do is they like to offer you bonuses, or they try to offer you some of the upsells to keep you on there. They do so because they know that those are worthless. They're just giving it to you to keep you from refunding. Okay. But then when you keep on insisting that you want your money back, they ghost you. They never respond. Okay. So he goes on to say, lots of fakeness and lying from first ad. Don't trust their ads on Instagram or anywhere ad. They are misleading and wanting more money out of you. And yeah, that's interesting because I do see some people advertising on Instagram. I see it because when I read the captions, I know exactly what kind of product it is. So I look at it and it's WarriorPlus. So there's kudos to whoever is spending that money running ads. Okay. Imagine if they would make hundreds of dollars a day. Why wouldn't they refund money for unhappy customers or the ones just exploring their products but didn't want to go ahead with the course? It's because they don't want to. They just want to make money, Kunal. They could care less if you make money. They could care less if you are happy or unhappy. They just want to make money. Okay? And you're going to see that that's pretty much par for the course. Now, are all vendors bad on WarriorPlus? No, not all of them. Okay? There are legit vendors on WarriorPlus that use the platform because of the tools. The tools. The payment processing, the funnel tools, all that stuff. It's unfortunate that, you have vendors on here that promote products to you and then kind of, leave you hanging, right? That's a part that needs to change. It really does need to change. Please make, it says, very poor customer service. Please make customer service better first and refund my money if anyone from company reading this. Well, Kunal, I'm going to show you what they're going to respond with. Okay, hopefully you can get your money back. Now, if you have used PayPal, then open up a dispute, okay, and keep opening up disputes until you get your money back. Because what's going to happen is, and it's happened to me, my dispute gets turned down, and then I opened up another one. And I went at it with another vendor. I'm not going to name that vendor, but this was my early days when I had no idea what the heck I was doing, much like a lot of you guys. And so we went back and forth. It probably was over a month with me opening up disputes and showing evidence that what was on the sales page wasn't what was promised. And finally, the vendor relented. He gave me back the upsells, but he told me that I'm gonna keep the front end, which is $17, which is fine by me. Okay, but anyway, let's move on to the next one. Karen Kroll from the US 6 days ago. Many of the products on this site are scams. This is definitely a platform for scammers. They don't care whether the people selling on their site are reputable or not. Very astute. The money back guarantees that many selling on the platform offer are worthless. That's what ChatGPT says. They don't return your money, and WarriorPlus does nothing about it and continues to let them keep selling and taking advantage of people. This is a very common statement, by the way. It's now almost the end of March, and I requested a refund mid-February from something that I purchased February 6th that offered a 30-day no questions asked guarantee. Usually when they give you this 30-day no questions asked guarantee, there's caveats to it, by the way. The product was not what they represented, and when I asked for my money back less than 10 days after purchase, they offered me more products that were worthless. See? That's basically what I said earlier. They're going to offer you more products, bonuses, whatever it takes to keep you on there, to whatever it takes for you to get beyond that 30-day money back guarantee. Okay? That's their goal. I informed them I did not want any more of their products. I just wanted my money back, and everything went silent. Man, it's exactly what I said. Now, weeks later, they're telling me I have to file a dispute with PayPal. This isn't what their guarantee was. Do yourself a favor, keep your hard-earned money, and don't buy anything that's posted on WarriorPlus. Exactly. So Karen, open up the dispute. Open it up. Don't be surprised if your dispute gets turned down. If it does, open up another one. Keep opening up disputes. By the way, if you've opened up anything or you purchased it through your credit card company, you might be able to reach out to your credit card company and work with them. Because you're using PayPal, I don't know how that works with the relationship with your credit card company and PayPal. Okay. But if you did by chance do that and your PayPal account is connected to your credit card, then you might want to try and ask your credit card company, hey, I purchased this through PayPal. It's hooked up to my credit card. This is what happened. I've opened up a dispute and I've been waiting, and just document everything. Okay. And see if your credit card company can help you claw that money back. Okay. And then my advice to you is what you've told everyone else. Keep your hard-earned money and don't buy anything that's posted on Warrior Plus. Karen, there are many different ways to earn money online. Okay, to earn it. Buying software is not it. Okay. This is the point of the video again, where I got to remind you guys, you're going to have to be able to understand that it takes hard work. It really does. The process of earning money online is simple, I can tell you. And in fact, the vendor for the product that we're going to be looking at, right, this Netflix Cash Loophole product, they're going to tell you how you can earn money online, which is the most ironic part of this whole video. Okay, so that is the latest reviews on Trustpilot. I'm sorry, I'm going to continue going. If you guys want to move on, then you go ahead and skip on, because I want to address, and when we talked about with Kunal, right? And basically, I'm going to show you what Warrior Plus has been doing, because prior to that, I used to do these reviews and Warrior Plus would never, ever respond. And so I basically would, just say, it would be nice if they responded. And they finally did. Okay. So let's see here. Let's look at this one right here. This one was from Dirk. And this one says, from Warrior Plus. It says, hi, Dirk. We're sorry to hear about your experience. So they say this, okay? They're going to apologize for the experience. This is what you're supposed to do anyway. We love the chance to make things right. Please reach out to our support team so we can assist you in resolving any issues you have with our vendors. We take vendor support compliance seriously, and we'll take action against vendors who fail to comply with their policies. I hope so. Again, I said it. I hope they do. Okay? So, Karen, if you're watching this, again, you got to reach out to Warrior Plus support and say, hey, I saw your responses on the Trustpilot review page, and I'm taking you up on that offer. Help me. Okay. But they go on to say, as a thank you, we'd like to offer you a free 1-month trial of Profit Vault. So a 1-month trial means that you get it 30 days for free, and then you have to pay after that. I don't know how much it is. I haven't reviewed Profit Vault. I would love to go and check it out, and I probably should, just to see what's inside. Because if inside of Profit Vault, because they say best products on Warrior Plus, what are the best products on Warrior Plus? Are they the Warrior Plus products of the day? Because the products of the day are the products that I usually review, and you guys know what that outcome is. Plus exclusive courses and training. New content is added every month to help you stay ahead. Please use the following reference in opening up a support ticket. Feel free to contact support and we'll get everything set up for you. So they're apologizing, and then they're coming back with, hey, we'll give you this to keep you in the Warrior Plus ecosystem. Okay. So just be aware. All right. Just be aware of that. Now, if you guys want to take it a step further, and this goes for Karen. Okay. This goes for Karen. I'm going to share with you a resource that you can go to truly have your voice heard. And that is this site right here, reportfraud.ftc.gov. And you see right here, it says report misconduct by technology platforms here. You can click on it. Now, this is the FTC, right? And Karen, her review says that her location says that she's in the US. So I'm assuming that she's in the US. But I'll tell you where you can go if you're not in the US. Now, in here, you can describe what happened in your own words, okay? And then you report the details. Did you pay or send money? How much money did you pay or send? How did you pay or send the money? When did you most recently pay or send the money? How did it start, right? How did you find the product, right? Did you search on your own, whatever, right? Just answer the question, right? You can see it right here. Details about the company or individual. Name the company. Name the vendor. Give them as much or as little information as you want, okay? And you just continue on down this wizard right here, okay? Again, you can give them as much information or as little information as you want, I believe if you don't want to give them your name, you don't have to. But, again, if you report this to the FTC, then basically it's the federal government who is now being, told about what's happening, okay, by you, a citizen. Now, if you're not in the U.S., there is another site that you can go to, and that is econsumer.gov. This is for those of you people who do not live in the U.S., and if you want to start your report, you can do the same thing, okay? So this is just another outlet, and, it's up to you guys if you want to, be an agent of change, then this is something that you can do, okay? So now that we got that out of the way, guys, we can finally go into Netflix cash loophole. And basically, we're going to go through what the training is about. But the question that needs to be answered is what they say on the sales page what you get inside of the training? Okay, they talk about this weird secret website. Okay, they're saying they're sharing 5-second videos online. So we're going to go inside and we're going to talk about this. And we'll see, if what they say on the sales page is what you get inside of the product, okay? So this is the training, all right? They're going to talk about Netflix and why it's successful. And basically, why is Netflix successful? And people have used this example for years, okay? This is not a new thing. The reason why Netflix is successful is because they have a recurring commission model or recurring payment model, okay? For those of you guys who have Netflix, you guys know you pay a specific amount every single month. Now, is it a huge amount? Is it like $100 a month, $97 per month, right? No, it's not. It's something very, very affordable, right? It's what, $9 a month or however much it is. It's not a whole lot, okay? For the level of value, and they're going to talk about value, that they provide you in the types of shows and content and all this stuff, right? It's a small price to pay to be entertained. Okay, so people don't think much of it, right? Especially these days with the economy being the way that it is. I don't know how it is in your country, but with inflation and all this kinds of stuff, a lot of people still hang on to their Netflix accounts because it's a cheap form of entertainment. People like it. So the whole premise behind this Netflix thing is that it's recurring payments. So how do we weave that in? How do they weave it into their quote unquote loophole, Netflix cash loophole training product? Well, you're going to be utilizing affiliate marketing and you're going to be locating products that have recurring payments tied to them. So that way you can get recurring commissions. It sounds easy, right? It sounds simple. But guys, I'm going to tell you that there's always one thing that's going to be really, really tough for all of you guys to master. Okay? And that is, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's traffic. All right? They're going to educate you. And by the way, the education in here, it's not bad. I mean, they teach you stuff about affiliate marketing, legitimate stuff. There are some things in here that I question, and I'm going to point it out to you guys to be careful of, okay? But, overall, I went through the training, and I'm like, this is actually not bad. Someone could learn something. But whether or not you are going to implement, whether or not you are going to dive into the grind, as I like to call it, that's a whole nother story. Right? And that's where the manipulation portion is, to me, the hardest part to stomach. Is that, there's a lot of manipulation going on the sales page to get you guys inside. And when you get inside and you find out what it's really about, then you're like, you mean I could probably get this for free someplace else. But, am I going to implement it? That's the thing, right? Are you going to implement it? So, the first two videos right here, they're going to be talking about that, about Netflix and, how you can replicate that, right? They're going to talk about how to choose, right? How to choose the product to sell. And they're going to talk about, products that provide value, that are selling well, that come from a trusted source, things that are very contradictory to the Warrior Plus experience, right? How many of you guys trust Warrior Plus vendors, right? I can tell you that I only trust probably 2 of them right now, at least 2 of them that I deal with and I personally know. Okay. But the rest, I really don't. I don't really, trust anyone else. Okay. So again, they're going to teach you all this stuff and they're going to tell you things like that are contradictory to, what's actually happening on the Warrior Plus platform, which is very interesting. Okay. So they're going to talk about the types of products to sell. And when they talk about the products to sell, they're talking about things like GetResponse or NordVPN, right? Name brands that you have heard of before. And you're going to be like, oh, Ken, that's so boring. Those are boring products. I want one that no one's ever heard of that I can promote and launch and make a lot of money with because there's no competition. Well, the fact of the matter is, the truth is that, when there's products out there, good products, they've been around for a long time for a reason, right? And, promoting them, it is possible to make money. I make money, off of GetResponse. In fact, I just got an email from AWeber saying that I made some commissions off of AWeber. 2 legitimate email autoresponders, right? I'm not out there promoting, the latest Warrior Plus product, right? I'm promoting something that's legitimate, that actually helps people, all right? So again, they're going to talk about the types of products, how to choose. Then they're going to give you a list of products. And these products are in ClickBank. So when you click on this link right here, it opens up this page right here, this PDF. And this is all of the products on ClickBank that, they talk about the average conversion and rebill, and they show you the affiliate page and all that stuff. Okay. My advice to you guys, and you take it for whatever it's worth, is that you should promote products that you are genuinely interested in, and not because it makes a ton of money. Okay. Don't do that. That's just my opinion. You take my advice for what it's worth. I see a lot of people who get into it like, I want to start immediately promoting diet products or numerology or whatever it is. And they have no idea what the product's about. But they're going to go out there and they're going to create AI content. They're going to flood the market with, all these ads and all this kinds of stuff. Not knowing how to run ads too. But, again, you got to know what the product's about. If you're going to be recommending this product to somebody, especially if you have an email list, it's your name attached to it, right? So that's just my opinion on that. And you take that advice for whatever it's worth to you, okay? Then they talk about the system. And let me just blow this up over here. Let me just put this on mute here. I'm going to blow it up. I'm just going to show you what they are talking about here, okay? I just want to pause it right here because this is what they're talking about. And I remember I talked about traffic being the key, right? Because they're going to give you all this stuff. They're going to help you with all this stuff. And you can create all this stuff using the help of AI, okay? And they're going to walk you through how to do all this other stuff, right? But this right here, my friend, this is where 99.9% of you guys are going to struggle. It is not easy driving traffic over to your squeeze page, okay? So they're going to show you this diagram. This is how it works. This is basic affiliate marketing 101, all right? Everybody does this. This is nothing new. So anyway, you're going to send traffic, whatever it is, paid traffic, free traffic. You're going to send it over to squeeze page. And before you freak out about the squeeze page, they're going to provide you with some templates that you can import into a System.io account. Now, if you've never heard of System.io, it's an all-in-one marketing platform. You can have a website, you can have a funnel, you can have some email lists, right? You can go up to 2,000 subscribers, and it's all free. I have a System.io account. I like System.io. It's very inexpensive. So, the fact that they give it to you for free is really good because they're allowing you to test out their platform. And from there, when you start making money, then you hopefully will upgrade, right? So I purchased one of their paid tier accounts and I use it. Okay. I used it for my case study. And so Again, guys, they're going to provide you with a template. The template is an affiliate connected template. So if you purchase or you sign up or you subscribe, they're going to make money. That's how they're making money on part of it, right? Not all of it, but part of it is you guys downloading the template and eventually signing up for an account. Okay. So traffic over the squeeze page, then you're going to send it over to the affiliate offer. And, obviously if they purchase, then you get paid. Okay. That's on the outside. Okay. But behind the scenes, once you get them as a subscriber, once they email, you get their email address, you add them to an email list. And this is where the magic happens, okay? Because now you can set up an autoresponder to send people back to the affiliate offer, because not everybody buys on the first go around, right? People are busy. They might be on a bus. They might be using a bathroom, right? And they might have to go. So, they might not go through the whole process of purchasing something, okay? So that's the reason why you set up an autoresponder to send them back to the affiliate offer. Lots of times on a squeeze page, you offer them up a PDF, a free lead magnet, right? To give them value. And then from there, you can send them back to the affiliate offer, okay? So that's one level right there. The second level is, now once you get them on your email list, you can start sending out broadcast emails. And you can send additional value to build up that trust relationship, right? Building up a relationship with your subscriber, giving them value. And then from there, you can promote affiliate products. You can send them to external content, whatever you want. But when you build up an email list, that is an asset that you own. You control that. So you can go back and you can promote products to them over and over again. Products that are related to the niche that you're in. And you can make some commissions that way. Okay, that's why they say the money is in the list. The money is in the list. The fortune is in the follow-up. All right, the money is in the list, but the fortune is in the follow-up. Okay, so that is the system. So nothing special right there. Okay, nothing special. They're going to talk about the buffer. Now the buffer is the squeeze page, because they're going to dive deep into things like paid ads and all this kinds of stuff. But let me just explain. When you're sending traffic over to a squeeze page, number one, you're able to collect an email address, which is important. You want to build an email list, okay, guys? So definitely you want to have that. But also too, you have the ability to filter out the people you don't want, okay? And number three is that you just don't want to send people over to an affiliate offer without collecting their email address, right? You don't want to just bypass this and go straight here. Because like I mentioned before, people don't buy on the first go around. And you may, obviously when they click on it, they're going to be cookied to you. But, that cookie may last 30 days. They may come back, 2 months later and buy the product, and, you won't get the credit for it. Okay. Also too, if you're using paid ads, a lot of paid ads like Google and the like, they do not like when you send them directly to the affiliate offer. You got to have some kind of landing page or squeeze page. Okay. And this again helps to, get that email address, helps to set the tone before you send them over to the affiliate offer. Now, as I mentioned, they are going to provide you with the pages. Okay. So the buffer right here, I want to show you that the buffer is, they're going to talk about the squeeze page. Okay. They also have the creation of it, which is right here. So they're going to give you a simple opt-in page. They're going to give you an ebook that you can give away, or they have the simple avatorial. Now, the thing is that these are just templates. Once you import them into your account, and if you're on a free account, I think you only get one. So you have to choose which one you want. But you're going to have to edit those. Okay. They'll walk through how to edit the stuff, but especially if you're going to do the avatorial, guys, if you are in a different niche than what the avatorial template is all encompasses, then you're going to have to edit that. Okay. Just keep that in mind. So these are templates that you can import into your System.io account. So again, they're giving you these templates. Then you can create a lead magnet with AI. I've seen this video before. And so the narrator is going to walk you through how to use AI to create your lead magnet. So you can do that, right? And you can do it for free. If you got a free ChatGPT account, you have a free Canva account, you can do it for free. So he's going to walk you through all of that. And you know what, you guys? It's going to help you learn how to use ChatGPT and create your own lead magnets, all right? Then there's the email machine. So he's going to talk about setting up your email campaigns. Okay. The importance of having a business email. Please don't send out using Gmail or Yahoo or whatever. Okay, guys. There's already been a crackdown on that kind of stuff. So, get a domain and send it from your business email. Okay. Talk about broadcasts and all that. So nothing new. Okay. This is the kind of stuff that you have to learn if you want to become an online entrepreneur. Okay. Then it comes to getting customers. This is when they're going to talk about traffic. They're going to talk about free traffic, which is also called organic. So I like to use organic traffic. So my video right here is on YouTube. YouTube is free. And so I like using organic traffic. Okay. I also use paid traffic. I invest in ads, YouTube ads. I've done Google ads, Bing ads, Facebook ads, you name it. I've done all of the ad platforms. Okay. It's definitely not easy and it does cost money. Okay. So if you're on WarriorPlus, then you probably don't have a lot of money. Okay. So just think that if you're going to invest money in ads, just know that it takes time and it's not a set and forget thing. You have to constantly be optimizing your ads, your squeeze page, everything in between. All right. So just be aware of that. Organic traffic takes time because you got to produce content and valuable content over and over and over again, right? Because you have to attract the right audience. You can't just make one video and expect it to go viral, okay? But just keep that in mind. They're going to go over those traffic strategies. They're going to talk about, this vert shock. This I've seen this before. It talks about, how people are promoting it through ads, through videos and all that kinds of stuff. Okay. More strategies. They're going to talk about this as well. They have a PDF here. When you click on it, it's going to pull up this PDF, traffic strategies at work. I just find it ironic that they're going to talk about solo ads. Guys, I don't know if you've used solo ads before. I have. I did not have a positive experience with it. Okay. A lot of people claim that you can build up an email list fast, which you can. But the unfortunate part is with solo ads is that you're renting the list from the solo ad vendor, meaning you don't own the list. So they're going to email, the solo ad vendor will email out on your behalf. Yeah, you're going to get people opting in to get your freebie and you're going to get them on a list. And, some people may buy. Some people actually may buy. But the list that you got, for the most part, is going to be an unresponsive list because they don't know who you are. They don't like you. They don't trust you. They only know the person that emailed them. They didn't get the email directly from you. So that's going to be a problem. I built up a list very, very quickly. But when I emailed them, crickets. Nobody opened up my emails. I had this big email list. Okay. And I spent a lot of money trying to do it. And so, guys, this is something that I'm going to tell you guys, don't do it. But if you want to and you want to experience it, then go for it. Okay. They're going to teach you guys about solo ads. All right. But again, everything else like short form, influencer ads, long form, Facebook, all this kind of stuff, those are, more on the legitimate side. Okay. All of this stuff right here. They put this here because, they're trying to get you into their solo ad training, which is in the supplemental training, which, has a link to Udemy, an affiliate link. So if you buy ads, they're going to make money off of you. Okay. The only real people that I've realized that make money off of the solo ads are the vendors who sell you the solo ads. Okay. And that is my opinion. Again, guys, my video, my opinion. All right. If you don't like it, click off, click off and don't watch my videos anymore. Okay. And go back to what you were doing before. So those are the more strategies. They have another strategy right over here. They talk about using Twitter or X as it is now called and how you can use AI to help you craft those tweets that you post using X. Okay. So it's another legitimate strategy to use. And if you want to use AI, then go for it. Right? Just go for it. But just remember that it takes time. It's not as easy and it doesn't happen as quickly as everyone says that it does. Stick with one strategy. If you pick X, stick with X. If you're going to go the core route and answer questions, stick with it. Stick with it. Promise yourself to stick with it for at least 6 to 12 months. And if it doesn't work out, then switch to the next one. But unfortunately, I see a lot of you guys going from one to another because you want fast. And I'm going to tell you, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Okay, guys? And they also talk about multiple streams of income. These are 3 digital products here. They're going to talk about ways that you can make money right? Aside from affiliate marketing. These are all of this vendor's products right here. They're all of them, okay? And go ahead, search for reviews on those before you promote them. My whole thing is that before you promote anything to a list or to someone who you have absolutely no idea who they are, just ensure that you go through the product. Is this something that you would use yourself? If you can't see yourself using the product, then don't sell it to other people. I promote products that I use personally. And if I don't use them personally, I have gone through them extensively and have reviewed them extensively before I make my recommendation. I don't want to recommend things that I don't use, guys, okay? So these are 3 of his products right here. This right here is another one of his products. So if you click on this, it's going to take you to another WarriorPlus product that he has launched in the past, okay? So just know that, all right? And down over here is bonus supplementary training. They're going to talk about traffic down over here, free traffic. They're going to talk about that. They're going to talk about congruent recommended traffic. This one, again, this one is the solo ad one. Okay. And again, I don't recommend it. Okay. I really don't. But if you want to try it, it's your money, your choice, your business, your choice. Now, let's go back to the main question here. Let's go back to the main question, which is what they say on the sales page, what you get inside. Okay. Because they talk about sharing 5-second videos online, right? They do mention using Instagram videos, okay? So they do talk about videos being used, okay? But it's not the biggest portion of their strategy. They cover a multitude of strategies in here. So they do mention this. Whether or not they get paid $149 over and over again is debatable, okay? This weird secret website, this is overhype. The weird secret website is your squeeze page. That's basically what it is. That is nothing new. I've been using squeeze pages for I don't know how long already, a while. Okay, guys. Sharing 5-second videos online, it's never going to be this easy. Okay, you're gonna have to share videos over and over and over again. They do provide you with some video files that you can import into your Canva account, but it's the same videos that they've used and given away in past products that they have launched. Okay, so you're going to be using the same videos that everyone else does. Just make sure that if you're going to do that, to create videos or to change them a little bit so that they're different. Okay, just don't use the same things that everyone else is using. All right, so the bottom line is, your money, your choice, your business, your choice. What is my opinion about this product? Well, it's training. It's training. Do I like the fact that their website or their sales page uses manipulative copy? No, I don't like it. I don't. I just wish WarriorPlus vendors would be honest and and transparent. I do understand that you have to hype up your product and you have to make it exciting, but to overly hype products is, to me, crossing the line. That's manipulation. Okay. But that's up to you to decide whether it's marketing or manipulation. Okay. So in my opinion, it's training. And is the training good? Yes. Part of the training is good. The parts I don't like are obviously when they utilize solo ads and they try to get you to use solo ads. Okay. And so the thing that you guys need to understand is if you go through the training, you're going to learn something. You're going to learn something. Part of it is that you need to implement. If you don't implement, meaning if you don't do it, you are not going to get anywhere. Okay? Just know that. So, guys, I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. This is Ken Furukawa from kenfurukawa.com, and I'll see you guys in my next video.